go faster than everybody else, you could go faster. I don't get it. And I feel like the Germans would love having an express lane. Because there'd be like one guy who showed up with like 11 items, he'd be like, what are you doing? No. 999, this is the express lane. It's just 10 items or less. It's very clearly on the sign. Can you not see? No, we will not make an exception for you. This is America. We do not understand customer service here. You're silly. Get the fuck out of the line. Oh man, it's really drab and miserable outside right now, and I knew it was coming. This is my third winter in Berlin. I knew it was coming, so I really wanted to get a fishbowl so I could put it in my room and grow these little aquatic plants and put little tiny neon tetras and betta fish in there. So then when it's depressing and gray outside, I can look at my little tropical paradise and be like, wow, maybe life is worth living, So I went around over the summer looking for a fishbowl, just a fishbowl, and it's a really simple thing. And I go into all these shops, I'm like, I need a fishbowl. They're like, no, we do not have some. And finally, after going to like the 7th one or something like that, the guy's like, no, you cannot buy a fishbowl over here. You cannot buy some, so you have verboten. You cannot buy a fishbowl in the EU. They're illegal. Like, what? It's a fishbowl. It's like, yeah, apparently it's a fish. They get very confused. It's so round. So they bump into the glass and they die. It's a fish. You know what we do with the fish when it dies? We flush it down the toilet. We don't do any sort of ejecting it into space with some sort of, oh, the fish I've known. He was the most human. We don't do that. It's a fish. I'm like, all right, fine. So I go on, bitch about it the way that I only know how. The only way I know how, I just go on Facebook and put on my status and like, looks like fish bowls are illegal in the EU. Somebody from the Netherlands answers like, yes, they are. That's why I got my fish bowl at the black market for fish supplies. I was like, okay, first of all, why? But I actually stopped asking that question in Berlin a long time ago. Second of all, how does that even work out, a black market for fish supplies? Either one, you go up to the guy and you're going to be like, hey man, what's going on? Yeah. I'm looking for some airstones, man. You got some there? Got a little tepper thing for us, man? I could use some of those, man. An air pump, man? You guys be like, do you want drugs? I got drugs. Berlin, I got a whole bunch of drugs. Are you serious? Why did you guys ask for drugs? I got tons of drugs. You want some cocaine, heroin, whatever, man. Or I walk up to the guy and I'll be like, yeah, man, I'm looking for some fish supplies. And I'll be like, oh, okay. Give me your phone, your wallet, your keys, because I'm robbing you. And somebody wants to send you over here looking for fish. Okay. Or 3, and this is what I hope is the response. I go up to him and be like, hey man, I'm looking for some fish supplies. I'd be like, yeah man, what's the password? Cousteau. I'd be like, yeah man, I got what you need. What you need, man? I got fucking fish bowls over here. He's got like fish bowls hanging out of his coat, going like, and over here, oh man, what you got? You want some tetras, man? I got some tetras. And flopping around in little bags and like, put me in water. It's like, you want this, man? This is Shamus, man. I got this from SeaWorld. Don't even know how I fit it in my coat. Like Mary Poppins up in this bitch, man. Come on. I got what you need. People are weird, though. Said the man who talks about fish, but yeah. Now, let me continue. People are weird when it comes to animals. People are weird when it comes to animals. Because you see like people going on about the pandas, Oh my god, we gotta save the pandas, guys. We gotta save the pandas. And let me tell you a secret. Pandas, mildly retarded. Pandas were like God's off day. Where he's like, fuck it, I don't know. I got some leftover parts from this black bear and some leftover parts from this polar bear. I'll put them together and I don't know, he only eats bamboo and he reproduces like once a millennia. Whatever, it's a panda, fuck it. We'll make him really cute too. Panda. And honestly though, I don't get it, because it's like, people going, we gotta save the pandas, we gotta save the pandas. They're like, well, there's a homeless guy eating out of your trash downstairs. I'm like, yeah, he's fine, but the pandas, man, we gotta save the pandas, a couple cents a day. And I think that the perfect example of how weird people get when it comes to animals is, and do we have people from Britain here right now in the UK? I heard some mild cheering. If you're from the UK, can I hear you say, here, here? See, that's how I knew she's in the UK, is because she was like this, oh my god, how can this bloody American think this about my country? If you're in the UK, I was over in the UK recently, and I was over at Hyde Park, enjoying the setting of 101 Dalmatians, and talking around, there was this fucking monuments. First of all, side note, what the hell's with all the monuments, UK? You've got monuments for everything. And I'm American, so I understand what it's like to want to erect something, to be like, yeah, we're awesome. And Germans, I understand I might lose you there, but UK. What's with all the fucking monuments? You've got a monument called the monument by the monument station. It's nuts. I feel like I go over there and be like, yes, here's the monument to the monuments. We built it out of the 500